All right, welcome to another SeePlay Productions interview. I am here with two fellows for well, who are you guys? I mean, could you tell them a little bit about yourself?
After you, Peter.
Definitely. I'm Peter Cornelius. I'm one of the producers at Paradox's Magicka 2 team. So we make games happen. Yes. And this is my eminent colleague Graham.
Yes, I'm the community developer for the Magicka titles. So it's not just Magicka 2, but the original Magicka and Magicka Wizard Wars. And he makes games happen, and I tell everybody about them.
And then we both hang on the forum, so whenever
Yes.
you have questions, we'll be there to talk to you.
Sounds cool. First off, I have a question. Are you coming to the Dunka Dunka party?
There are rumours of a Dunka Dunka after party, so...
I've obviously not been invited.
Okay. You're not only the cool people get invited.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Depends if you know the safe word as well.
Right. Apparently I need to pencil this in.
The special Magicka nerds will reckon.
Yeah, they will understand. I mean, sorry about putting you on the spot there. But
It's okay, I get it.
all right. So, how did the success with Magicka 1 feel? I mean, was it anticipated, or was it just by chance it happened?
Well, none of us were there for that success, actually. We've been riding this wave after that happened, but we have some of the team working with us at Paradox now. Pieces Interactive obviously has been making most of the expansions we've seen, so we've seen their take on this too, and I think it was perhaps half-half. I mean, there was the initial success, but I don't think anyone anticipated just how big it would get.
I mean, it was initially a school project, wasn't it? I mean, it was, yeah. And then it went...
It just blew up.
Yeah.
It blew up, yeah.
All right.
And
cool.
continues to blow up every day.
Magicka style.
That's how you're playing Magicka, right? Yeah.
So, I mean, how long have you been planning Magicka 2? I mean, is the development for Magicka 2 like more hard? Is it taking longer time for Magicka 2 to develop than Magicka 1?
I think we've been wanting to make Magicka 2 since Magicka 1.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's a case now as, you know, Magicka 1 was a success, and now we want to take that success and count on it being that from day one. So, you know, it's having the extra bit of polish where it's needed. We've got a whole new engine, and yeah, it's got a full dev team behind it.
Also, the whole thing of actually, the first one was amazing. We all love it.
Oh, yeah.
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 But it had its issues. And this time around, we would like to take everything that was awesome and make it awesome from the get-go.
Yeah.
And there's so much still that we can explore with the spell system that we've never even tried. So many variables to play with, so many things to add onto. So from day one, we're really excited to see what we could do with this.
Oh, that's awesome. So will it tie together with the DLC? Because there is a lot of DLC in Magicka 1. Will that tie together with Magicka 2? Will it make sense in a, well, lore perspective, so to speak?
Yeah, I mean, you don't know if you saw our presentation just now, but we have Magicka Wizard Wars right now, which is the free-to-play PvP game. And the Magicka 2 storyline will be set just after that, when a lot of the wizards have been wiped out, the rest have gone a bit cuckoo, and it kind of takes on from there. So.
Pieces Interactive has done a really good job also enhancing the lore. So for those of you who really enjoy that part of the game, you'll see more of it. You'll get more stories from the people in Midgård and what they do, and yeah.
Yeah, you'll see references.
Another layer of it. Oh, lots of references. So
Like the Dunka Dunka party from earlier.
Oh,
Yes.
So what's the biggest difference between Magicka 1 and Magicka 2, would you say?
I'd say it's the 2 after the...
Yeah.
I mean, game-wise, of course.
Well, it is enhanced. I think...
The new engine, I guess, is the first big thing.
Yes, obviously. It's a bit Squid engine. You can see it right on. It's a lot prettier. But when you actually get down to the nitty-gritty gameplay, I'd say the biggest thing is actually that you can run and cast spells at the same time now.
Oh yeah, that's amazing.
So everything is much more fast-paced. As I said, and fast-paced means more accidents, mean more friendly fights, means more Magicka. It's all there.
It means more fun.
But if you're looking for features, we have artifacts, unlockables that let you mutate the game into the kind of game you want to play. If you want it easier, harder, weirder, have a laugh track, have death look funny, there's so much you can do. We have familiars, more unlockable weapons and robes. We have all of that, so that's different too, of course, and challenge modes.
I think the customization is important, though, isn't it? I mean, a lot of what made the first Magicka fun was the kind of emergent gameplay where stuff went wrong and your friends died and all that kind of stuff. So, we've added lots more, things to tweak and change to really bring out that part of the game. So,
well, that sounds amazing. I can't wait to play it. Really.
You should, the artifacts are amazing because you can actually. They don't come in, you don't have them just on or off. Some have several levels, like the friendly fire damage one that I really like. You can increase friendly fire damage with 25% or 50 or 100, meaning it's a one kill.
Meaning chaos,
kill.
Yes.
basically, yeah.
And there's so many artifacts, so many things you can do.
All right. Do you know how many there are, just on the top of your head?
No, they keep making more.
yeah, which is not a bad thing.
No, of course not. I mean, the more the merrier. So when will Magicka 2 release? I know you mentioned this a little bit earlier, but those watching this might not know. Magicka 2, when will it release? And when will Magicka Wizard Wars release when it's not a beta anymore?
I'll let you answer the Magicka 2 question, and I'll answer the Wizard Wars.
That's exactly what I was going to say. We really feel for Magicka 2. We really love this game. We all feel very...
It's a real pet project, isn't it?
Yeah, we love it a lot. And we don't want to just release it by this date because we have to. We're releasing it when it's the game we want it to be. And we've recently gone through a phase where we realized we want to add more to this, more icing on the cake. So we'll release it when it's awesome.
So you're not doing early access?
We want to involve the community as early as we can and as much as we can. We don't know what shape that might take. And how, like, what we can do, but we want you guys to be able to come and play with us as soon as possible, get your feedback. But I can't say that's the option we're going to choose.
Okay.
But we're aiming for release 2015, and
I can't wait. I mean, it's going to be an awesome year.
Yes.
It's going to be an awesome year.
And I mean, as far as the Wizard Wars side of things concerned, people who have played it are probably quite familiar with the fact that we're generally put out content every 2 weeks in terms of game changes. So as far as it being released, it'll have the release label on it when we feel it's feature complete, really. I mean, there's still loads of stuff we want to add in there. I mean, custom games, for example, is a big glaring hole that we really want to fill. So we'll just keep on adding stuff on our 2-week rota and building it and building it and building it. And when we think it's in a good spot, then we'll take the beta tag off and we'll have something to shout about. All
right. So the beta for Magicka 2, how many will participate and how do one participate?
As said, we want people to be in there. We don't know that we will have a beta yet.
Okay.
It's we would like to have. I mean, it's every developer's dream to involve the community, to involve the players, and give you access as early as possible. I mean, it's part of games is a performance art. You make something and you show it, and there's an interaction. We don't know that we will have one or when, but when we do, if we do, Graham here will make sure
I will tell everybody about it. Yeah, on our Facebook and Twitter, etc. But yeah, I mean, to mention we do want some kind of way of getting the player base in early. How that will happen, we don't know yet, but we will tell you.
Okay, we will look forward to it. Yeah. Just a little question: what's your favorite game right now? Your favorite all-time game? It's a hard question, I know. It's unfair. It's unfair, I know, but that's the kind of guy I am.
I know. He
putting you on the
spot. Why did you
spot.
say yes to this?
Yeah. I'm tricky because
You want to say Magicka.
Yeah.
But...
That's a given.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know, I put a lot of time into League of Legends, but generally just fooling around in ARAM. That's always like my fallback game. But apart from that, I've been playing a lot of RimWorld recently, which is a really good fun, kind of sandboxy, survival-y type colony game, which is sort of fun. I generally like dipping into early access games and messing around with them.
All right.
For some reason, I've been playing a lot of Magicka lately, and I like it.
That's boring. You can't say that.
But even on my free time, and I mean, apart from that, I'm actually playing a lot of Crusader Kings 2 right now, and I have a really crappy ruler that I'm trying to get killed so I can have a better one because his son is really good. So I'm playing a lot of Crusader Kings right now. That's a really mean question. Did you know Day of the Tentacle?
Day of the Tentacle.
Yes. Came out 1994, I think.
That's a little bit early for me, unfortunately.
I played it when I was a kid. I downloaded it again. I scum-VM'd it, and I'm playing it again. It's a click and search thing by Tim Schafer long before Double Fine. it's hilarious and weird.
Yeah.
I'd have to put that up there on the all-time list.
That's something us old-timers remember anyway.
Lots of good pixel art.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
But I mean, you two guys are pretty chill out and open. Do you often do these kind of things with like these kind of interviews with like low companies like us? I mean, we're not really the biggest people in the world. Are you often this kind of laid back?
Yeah.
Oh wow! No, I mean
somewhere,
we're super famous. Stay, please.
I think across the board, Paradox, we always try and be as open as we can when we can. I mean, we have time constraints to some extent, but when we have the chance to, you know, engage the community or press, then yeah, we're happy to, you know, pop in and say hello.
Yeah. Of course, and you'll notice that in the forums, like most of the answers many answers will come from actual developers, actually working on the game. We don't gag our developers and tell them don't get in the forums. Only Graham's allowed to write there.
Yeah.
No, it's transparent. We believe in transparency. I mean, why not? And as for different media outlets, of course, we talk to anyone. I mean, we're super excited that you're excited about our game. If you want to know more about it,
we are.
Of course, you want to tell you about it. It's of course.
There's not a lot of companies that actually do that. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's great for us as well. You know, we're not sat away in our ivory tower just plugging away at computers. We can, you know, engage with the people who love our games, and yeah.
Well, that's great. I mean, your Magicka 2 is releasing on PlayStation 4 and PC, not Xbox.
True.
True.
No further comments, or?
If we were to comment at a later stage, we would comment on it. That can be sure.
Yes, we've chosen to release to work with Sony. We have a partnership with them. It's working really well. They have a really good mindset of what a game. We share a philosophy of what a game should be, and that it should be accessible for the gamers. And it's working really well. They're helping us out big time. We're enjoying it. It's coming for the Sony.
All right. Cool. Well.
SharePlay.
What?
Will it work with SharePlay? PlayStation 4 SharePlay?
Oh, well, as he said, will it work with PlayStation 4 SharePlay?
We're currently right now looking into what different things we can add to the PlayStation 4. This is actually, if you know Paradox, it's one of the first Sony titles we ever released. So we're still wrapping our head around what we can do with it and to see what makes sense. We're trying lots of things right now. Obviously, it's a game that it's really good for sharing and really good for. I mean, the more the merrier, really. So that would be something we would be excited to get in, of course.
I mean, if you're thinking about sharing, I mean, if you look back to the original Magicka, the fact that you only need one person to own a DLC and everyone can play it. So, you know, we've got a good history of that. So, yeah, we'll see where the coin lands.
Yeah.
So, personal question. What do you prefer on PS4 or PC? What do you prefer to play Magicka at? Magicka 1 or Magicka 2? I mean, obviously Magicka 1 is on PlayStation 4, but...
You're a fan of the controller, whereas I'm very much, I've got my muscle memory bound to the keyboard now. So, but you're a controller fan, aren't you?
But what I love about I was really critical against the first one I picked up the controllers. Like, it's just a mouse and keyboard game. How's this gonna work? And it took me 5 minutes, and I loved it because it's so easy. It works so well, and I feel like it's also made for it from the beginning, which actually was the first one was first made for gamepad. But what I love about it is it's fun playing alone, but playing with friends and sitting in a couch. Local, whether it's on the computer screen or local with the Sony, I just love that you can actually punch the guy that just pushed you off a cliff. It's just so much more fun when you're in the same room. But otherwise, it's always fun. As long as I play, I prefer the gamepad to the keyboard.
But to be fair, I mean, for Magicka 2, you'll have both options.
You don't have to choose.
Computers in people's living room now is a thing. I mean, you know, people have little small gaming machines.
Yeah.
There's the rise of the Steam boxes, etc. So, you know, you just have to plug in a controller to your PC if you want the console experience as well. So we can pick and choose and mix and match.
We'll actually be supporting the PS4 controller will work flawlessly on the PC as well. So if you want to do that.
As we demoed up on stage just now.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So, will you continue to work tirelessly after Magicka 2, or will you take like a little well-earned vacation, so to speak?
We don't get vacations at Paradox.
So your real question is when we will see the first expansion?
I I didn't want to put it that way, but now that you said it, it's fine. Yeah.
As I said, we literally have so many crazy ideas. I think everyone who ever played Magicka has like, oh, it would be so much fun if you could just do this. And that's why we love doing these things, talking to everyone, because we feed off of your energy. You know, it makes us excited. We bring it back to the office and build up that. So of course we want to make those things come real as soon as possible. I can't give you a time frame for that because we're focusing all our energy on the main game now. But of course there will be expansions. We have crazy ideas we want to see happen.
Yeah. We won't vacate the building on launch day and there you go. No, in fact, that's probably when most of my work will begin.
But exactly when...
Well, it looks like it's working.
I can say this, it will come out after the main game.
Oh, you heard it here first, folks.
We could try the new expansion first model, see how that works.
Expansion before the game.
Yeah.
You might be onto something. You might just be. Well, that's all of my questions that I have for you today, and thanks you a lot for doing this interview with us. I mean, it's amazing to know that you're so laid back and chill guys. I mean, even though you're in a successful company of gaming, I mean, that's really amazing to me.
Well, we see no reason why those two should be mutually exclusive. I mean, yeah.
And thank you so much for the interview, for inviting us.
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
Really, I mean, if we're ever successful, it's because of you guys and everyone else who plays. So thank you.
Yeah.
No, you're welcome.
$75 of our tokens remain.